And Fanny comes home.
As you apart, Red Tornado. Clock King will get...
With his allies captured by the enemy, Red Hood escapes into a dark, shady warehouse. He plans on using the phase oscillator to open a wormhole and find allies on a parallel Earth. In the middle of testing, he notices a presence lurking in the shadows. Suddenly, shadows of familiar heroes appear out of nowhere. Red Hood tries to escape, but he gets shot from behind and drops the device. Their leader picks it up, but Red Hood escapes through a trapdoor. When they give chase, their leader tells them to leave him alone, as they have already gotten what they came for. They go out of the shadows and reveal themselves to be members of the Injustice Syndicate: Silver Cyclone, Owlman, Blue Bowman, and Scarlet Scarab. Silver Cyclone claims that with the phase oscillator, they can reach other worlds, infinite Earths parallel to their own, and stage a hostile takeover. Meanwhile, Batman returns to the Batcave after thwarting Riddler's crossword crime spree in Gotham. He picks up Red Hood's weapon on the floor when he notices Owlman's reflection on it. Owlman ambushes Batman, but he catches onto him before he even comes out of the shadows. As they were fighting it out, neither overpowered the other as they were of equal strength. Batman escapes to a catwalk, but Owlman chases after him. Batman cuts the power, which Owlman claims is a mistake as owls see better in the dark. Batman anticipates it and uses a flare to blind him, to which he then kicks him off the stairs. Batman puts Owlman inside a cell while he analyzes the phase oscillator he brought and discovers it is a device that allows him to travel to parallel Earth. He quickly realizes that Owlman is a parallel identity, albeit an evil one. Owlman claims that interrogating him is useless as he refuses to answer any of his questions. Realizing that he wouldn't be able to break Owlman to talk, he instead strips him and wears his costume. Batman decides to go undercover as Owlman to get some answers, so he uses the device to travel to his Earth. Batman quickly finds himself at the enemy's headquarters, with the others questioning how his infiltration went. He is surprised to find evil versions of his friends and warns them that the targeted Earth is far too dangerous, claiming everyone there has superpowers. Silver Cyclone suspects that is why Red Hood attempted to seek their help. Since their Plan A is a bust, Cyclone suggests proceeding with Plan B. Scarlet Scarab hesitates, worried that using Cyclone's bomb to wipe out the entire planet would be overkill. Cyclone claims that this will serve as a warning to all the others. Either they surrender or be destroyed. The Syndicate breaks into a nuclear factory to retrieve the Promethium-90 that Cyclone needs for his bomb. Bowman states there is no need to worry, as there is no one to stop them. When they are about to retrieve it, Cyclone reminds them that they can't shatter the container. Batman insists on retrieving it for the group, planning to sabotage it when Red Hood shows up to stop them. The Syndicate attacks Red Hood, which worries Batman that this has just complicated things. Batman confronts Red Hood and whispers to him that he's there to help. When Red Hood refuses to believe him, he shows him his weapon that he picked up in the Batcave. Batman gives him a communication device and asks him to wear it. When the others wonder what's taking him so long, Batman knocks out Red Hood and takes him back with them. At the headquarters, Bowman notices Batman's bizarre behavior ever since he returned. Worried his cover will be blown, Batman punches him in the face and warns him not to question him ever again. Suspicious of Batman's odd behavior, Bowman tells someone to keep watch on him. Elsewhere, Silver Cyclone interrogates Red Hood if he has any surprises left on this other Earth. When he refuses to answer, Silver Cyclone tortures him. Silver Cyclone narrates the events that happened before his capture. When the Syndicate finds Red Hood's hideout at the chemical plant, Owlman defeats him and throws into a vat of acid. Despite his disfigurement, Red Hood refuses to give up and assembles a ragtag group of heroes in a final stand against the Syndicate. Even with his allies defeated, Red Hood escapes and continues to oppose them, believing he could still save the world. Silver Cyclone claims that all humans can be broken, and he plans to break him. Batman overhears them and asks Red Hood to bear with it as the fate of both their worlds rests on it. Batman finally hacks into the computer system to free the others, but before he can press the button, Dynamite shows up and destroys the computer. Although he manages to knock down Dynamite, the computer is already inoperable, and he goes to free Red Hood himself. Batman asks Red Hood for directions to where he is being held. Red Hood pretends to answer Silver Cyclone by giving Batman directions in code. It didn't take long for Silver Cyclone to realize he was talking in code and figured out Batman was in the vents. Realizing where he is, Silver Cyclone fires blasts of wind into the air ducts, driving Batman into the huge ventilation fans. Batman blows it up and escapes into the Syndicate's trophy hall, where Blue Bowman, Scarlet Scarab, and Dynamite wait. Batman dodges their attacks and jumps at them to knock them all out. Batman finds Red Hood and frees him when Silver Cyclone and other members of the Syndicate arrive. Silver Cyclone demands their surrender, but Batman frees the imprisoned heroes, and the two groups battle it out. The lack of coordination was the Syndicate's downfall, as Batman led the heroes to defeat and imprison them, except for Silver Cyclone. During the fighting, Silver Cyclone drops the phase oscillator, to which Red Hood passes it over to Batman. Outnumbered, Silver Cyclone pulls out his bomb and activates it. Bowman tells him to go ahead and destroy Batman's world, but Silver Cyclone reveals that he no longer has the oscillator. Bowman asks him to deactivate it then before it blows them all up, but Silver Cyclone explains his bomb only irradiates organic tissue, implying that it only kills humans. Silver Cyclone admits that he hates all humans, and whichever world is destroyed, he looks forward to an empty planet he calls his own. Out of nowhere, Red Hood attacks Silver Cyclone and hits him in the head with his weapon, which he explodes. The bomb continues its countdown, so Batman sends it off to another planet, which Red Hood claims is overrun with zombies that can't be killed. With the situation resolved, Batman commends Red Hood's efforts, claiming that he started a brave, bold new era in crime fighting. Red Hood hopes that his counterpart will have a chance to repay him, but Batman claims it's highly unlikely. Before departing through the wormhole, he states that he will be sending Owlman back to them. Batman returns to Earth, but as he comes out of an alley, he is surprised to find wanted posters of him and the police moving in to capture him. The police surround Batman as he returns from the parallel Earth. When a cop is about to handcuff him, Batman blinds them with a flash capsule and escapes. The police give chase, but he loses them in the shadows. Batman later realizes that 3 weeks have passed, and he suspects that the oscillator not only bridges parallel Earth, but also shifts time. Suddenly, he witnesses a break-in at a nearby bank, with the perpetrator dressed like him, which he quickly recognizes as Owlman. Batman was impressed that he managed to break free from his fail-safe holding cell, but Owlman argues that it wouldn't have stopped him. Owlman escapes, but when Batman gives chase, Green Arrow arrives and tries to stop him. Batman tries to explain that he's not the enemy, but when he refuses to believe him, he throws a bag of cash at him rigged with explosives. He uses the explosion as a distraction while escaping into a spider hole he has all over Gotham. Batman explains he built it all over the city to surprise his enemies and never expected to use them to save himself. Green Arrow reports back to the others that Batman escaped, to which Blue Beetle, Aquaman, and Red Tornado hear him over the comms. Plastic Man was disappointed that Green Arrow told him his assistance wasn't needed. When Batman resurfaces, Blue Beetle ambushes him, but Batman knocks him down with electric bolas. Plastic Man arrives and restrains him, but Batman escapes after throwing a smoke bomb. He sneaks into another spider hole, but when he comes out, Red Tornado finds him. He tries to pin him to the ground, but Batman distracts him with flash grenades and escapes again. When he gets cornered into a blind alley, someone pulls him into a warehouse, dodging his hero friends from catching him. Batman is surprised to have been saved by the Joker, but instead of greeting him, he points his gun at him. When it is revealed to be a dud, Batman punches him in the jaw. Joker reveals that he has discovered the criminal imposter posing as the Caped Crusader and offers to team up with him against a common enemy. Batman is reluctant, but the Joker makes a good point, and he realizes he will need every advantage he can get. Suddenly, Plastic Man finds him, but before the others can get to them, Batman defeats him. Out of nowhere, Joker's car flees from the scene. Green Arrow shoots its tires while Red Tornado forces the vehicle to a halt. When they open the car, they are surprised to find a trapped Plastic Man, while Batman and Joker escape elsewhere. After losing their pursuers, Batman and Joker escape in an old vehicle, suspecting that Owlman hacked the Batmobile. Batman forces Joker to promise not to hurt any civilians, but when Joker doesn't listen, he gets hit with knockout gas. They return to the Batcave to trace Owlman's activities, to which Joker is thrilled to find Batman kept stuff from their encounters and dedicated an entire wing to display them. Batman uses the computer to see a pattern for Owlman's next target. He discovers that Owlman has been going through his files on other heroes. Batman claims he keeps detailed files on others describing methods to neutralize them in case any of them ever fall under a villain's control. Meanwhile, Owlman picks off the heroes one by one using Batman's contingency files with special devices tailored to their weaknesses. Green Arrow gets hit with a disruptor ray, Blue Beetle gets zapped, and Red Tornado is tied down with a special thread that prevents him from using his powers. Having figured out Owlman's plans, Batman suggests they catch him and save his friends. But when Joker hops into the Batmobile and starts pressing buttons, he gets hit with knockout gas again. Joker wakes up after they leave the Batcave, to which he describes Batman to be distrustful. He claims that they both don't play well with others, hence why neither of them can count on anyone but themselves. Batman tries to reach the others through the comms, but the only one who responds is Plastic Man. He tries to warn him that he is in danger, but when he refuses to believe him, Owlman arrives and hits him with the Freeze Ray. Batman and Joker arrive just in time. Batman fights him head-on, but Joker hits them both with a rocket launcher, believing that the real one would move. Batman doesn't see it coming and gets caught in the explosion and buried under the rubble. Joker checks on him, but when Owlman is about to run them over with the Batmobile, he pulls out Batman's grappling gun and escapes to the roof with him. Batman and Joker chase after a fleeing Owlman who suggests a proper trade for his friends in exchange for the phase oscillator. Even with his friends on the line, Batman turns him down, but when he shows no concern for the heroes, Owlman wonders if he cares about the civilians who he tries to run over. Batman gives the wheel to Joker so he can save the civilians that get caught in the car chase. When that wasn't enough to lose them, Owlman leaves a trail of bombs, but Joker dodges them. Joker saw a boy caught in the middle of a minefield, so he returned to save the boy after promising Batman he would not get civilians hurt. Joker wonders what made Batman give him a chance, to which he remembers what Red Hood said before he left and claims that it was something a friend said. Having lost Owlman, they suddenly witness a bat signal from the sky. At a museum, Owlman continues to torture the other heroes with rigged special death traps tailored to each of their weaknesses. He also assembles his group of villains against Batman, who later arrives with Joker. Owlman demands the phase oscillator, but when Batman refuses and threatens to destroy it, he orders his men to attack them. Gorilla Grodd charges at them, but Joker throws acid on the floor, and he falls into a hole. Clock King tries to attack them, but Batman dodges. When he is about to attack him, Gentleman Ghost hits Batman in the back, to which Joker hits back with water. Black Manta fires at Joker, knocking him down, to which Batman throws an explosive batarang at him. Dr. Polaris uses his powers to restrain Batman, so Owlman offers Joker to join them. Owlman claims that he knew Joker was coming, so he prepared a special death trap just for him. Joker couldn't resist the temptation and pressed the button which poured hot wax on Batman. Suddenly, a portal opens, and Batman emerges. He knocks down Owlman with a batarang, but Dr. Polaris takes the phase oscillator away from him. Batman claims that he knew Joker would betray him, so in a split second, he was gone. He spent weeks visiting Parallel Earth to enlist the help of alternate Batmans: Bat-Hulk, Bat-Vampire, Captain Leatherwing, Nighthawk, Batman of 800,000 AD, and Solar Batman. Thus, a clash between the two groups begins with Bat-Hulk wrestling Gorilla Grodd and knocking over Blue Beetle's trap and together defeating him. Captain Leatherwing clashes swords with Clock King, inadvertently freeing Red Tornado, who helps capture him. Bat-Vampire frees Green Arrow, who knocks down Gentleman Ghost. Black Manta tries to take out Aquaman, but Solar Batman blinds him, and he starts shooting everything, even freeing Aquaman, who takes him down. Nighthawk frees Atom, who punches the daylights of Dr. Polaris. Plastic Man breaks free and distracts Brain long enough for Batman of 800,000 AD to knock him down. With only Owlman left, Batman struggles to get the upper hand when Joker joins their fight and throws a smoke bomb. Batman uses the smoke to get them to fight each other. While they were arguing, Batman picked up the controller of the hot wax machine and hit them both with it. Later, the police show up and take the villains into custody. The Batman of the multiverse takes Owlman back to his world, which promises a vengeful return. As Joker is being taken away, he claims that at one point he and Batman could have been friends, but the next time they meet, he will have the final laugh. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos and subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.